Now, I want to give a shout out to Damian Lillard. He is now Portland's all-time scoring leader. 18,115 points. The top 5 is Dame. Number 2 is Clyde Drexler. Number 3 is LaMarcus Aldridge. Number 4 is Terry Porter. And number 5 is C.J. McCollum. Do you guys think that Dame is the best Blazer of all time?
My lifetime.
I would
Pretty
say
easily.
the only one that I guess there is 2, but one I give a little bit more credit to, Clyde Drexler, for being able to make it to the finals, be a multiple-time conference finals appearance, to make multiple conference finals appearances. You have Bill Walton, of course, won the MVP, won a finals, but he was there for how many years?
4.
Damian Lillard has made a entire career of playing solely with the Portland Trailblazers, made it to the Western Conference Finals, hasn't unfortunately won a championship, hasn't won an MVP, but has been consistently one of the best players in the association. Has been a fringe top 10 player for more often than not of his career. Damian Lillard is one of the best shooters this game's ever seen. He's a great playmaker. He's not, let me not say one of the best playmakers we've ever seen, but he's a great playmaker on top of that. Damian Lillard, as the man, has consistently made the playoffs year in, year out, a thing that not many players can say. I have to give credit where credit is due. Damian Lillard is the best Portland Trail Blazer ever.
So I'm going to ask y'all this question. Is Dame the best Portland Trail Blazer ever? Now, I'm going to do this comparison. Dame has 11 seasons, 6-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA, has made the conference finals once, versus Bill Walton, only played 4 seasons, so Dame has longevity. But in those 4 seasons, Bill Walton had 2 All-Stars. He was an NBA champion. He was a Finals MVP. He won the MVP, and he was a blocks and rebounds champ. Are you taking 4 seasons of Bill Walton doing that, or Dame's 11 seasons, no championship?
Dame doing what he's been doing in this era is really just a testament to how great this era is, really. Because he, as great as he is, simply his team just can't match up with the Golden State Warriors.
What are you going to do?
If they were to get past them, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I'll probably...
It's tough.
In the
It's really
Spurs'
tough,
early years, I mean, he
unfortunately.
ran into 2 dynasties.
First
what are you
of
going to
all,
do? He had the Spurs.
We're not going to give Dame...
No, Dame doesn't
Spurs
get a
and the
pass.
Warriors.
Dame does get a pass. Do you forget the Pelicans?
Shit the bed in the conference
Do
finals.
we forget the Pelicans? Do we forget the Grizzlies?
True.
Let's not...
In the conference finals, he shot 30% from the field.
Yeah, in the conference finals against the Warriors when KD didn't play. Like, Dame has some stinkers.
KD didn't play, and everybody said Harden should have beat that team.
But
after
Dame
he
has
went
some
down.
great moments. Buzzer beater against the Rockets. Buzzer
You ever
beater
notice how
against
all his great moments are
the
first
Thunder?
round series?
True.
But he made it to a conference
You ever
final.
remember that
It's
Denver
just-
series when C.J. McCollum saved them? The Portland
against,
Trailblazers?
against the Nuggets?
This is my thing. I would probably take Bill because the ring. You know, you always take the championship.
on,
I think
man.
I would take. I mean, I know Dame is probably for us, for our era, for the young guys. Dame is more historic for Portland now. What he's done for the community, what he's done for the organization, he will undoubtedly get a statue. But if you look at what the goal is coming into the NBA, the goal is to win championships. The goal is to win a ring, be a winner. I'm going to take Bill Walton. I think Clyde Drexler deserves respect. I know his name doesn't get tossed up in a lot of conversations because people shit on the 90s. People don't respect the 80s as much. But Clyde Drexler, if it wasn't a Michael Jordan, he was going to be that guy. He was a dominant scorer, 27-point per game scorer at his best in a Western Conference where he led his team to back-to-back Western Conference Finals. He went to the finals. He played Michael Jordan. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the W. So I'm going to give some respect to Clyde. I think it's those 3 guys undoubtedly. If I had to pick one to probably be the GOAT, for me, I would probably lean Dame because of what he means more for me. And I think personally, Dame is the guy that embodies what Portland is. And it's about loyalty. It's about grinding. It's about getting through the hard times. And it's about definitely just gutting out teams and getting wins as best as you can. And what Dame has done, the buzzer beaters, I'm not taking that away from the buzzer beaters. You know, him being an underrated point guard, him coming from Weber State, you know, and beating the odds. So I'm going to give it to Dame because I think the story is much, much better.
A championship in 76, 77.
Why are you disputing that?
I'm
You hate
not.
plumbers?
I'm not.
Are you a
Bill
plumber
Walton
hater?
would have been one of the best centers ever if he didn't get hurt.
Are you a plumber hater? This is exposing
Sounds
you.
like he is.
Is that wrong?
Yes.
Ugh.
You're
Bill
hating-
Walton is one of the best
70s.
passers ever. at the center
Bill
position.
Walton
And
was
Sabonis.
great.
Arvidas.
Arvidas.
first Sabonis.
He's from
Arvidas,
Portland.
absolutely.
Respect.
Bill Walton is a great player. When he was healthy, he was one of the best centers, bigs to play this game. It's just hard for me to sit with the level of competition then. More credit to him. He got it done, and that's not a knock on him. You play the guys who are in your era, absolutely. Damian Lillard, I'm sorry. He has been one of the best point guards in the league
Did Bill
year
Walton
in,
not
year
play in
out.
the big man golden era, though?
In 76, 77.
What was that, Malone?
Nah, the 90s is the big man era.
Then 77, Moses, Kareem, Nate Thurman.
72, I'm
losing
pretty sure
it. I
70.
could tell
no,
that.
that's
I mean,
fine.
listen,
I'm
right
pretty
here,
sure 70,
Thurman lost
70
the Blazers.
I think 72, 73 was Wilt's last season, off the top of my head, I think, because he won a championship and retired.
I know 90s for sure is also the golden age of big men, but I think the 70s, because they were drafting bigs first. Like, when Michael Jordan got picked, they was like, what the fuck? Like,
There were 22 teams in the NBA at that time.
oh, yeah. No.
Ugh.
Nutty.
Maybe it's me just being young,
Yes.
25, but when I think of the Blazers, I think of Damian Lillard. I don't think of Bill Walton. Clyde, obviously, great, but Damian Lillard has been, not just of this generation, one of the best three-point shooters of all time, one of the best tough shot makers of all time. And when I just think of that organization, I think about the Blazers, the first image that comes to my mind is Damian Lillard. Now, I'm not the NBA historian that you are, Riv, but when I'm thinking about the Blazers, I mean, Damian Lillard has been everything for this franchise. He's had opportunity to leave. He's had opportunity to go chase rings, go team up with superstars. And, obviously maybe that's on him for not being able to recruit guys to Portland, but he's had opportunities. I mean, damn near every other team would have gladly taken Damian Lillard on his team. Perennial all-star, someone who has averaged fucking high 20s for most of his career. I mean, this is a guy that has been one of the best scorers in the NBA, one of the best point guards in the NBA. So when I think of the Blazers, I think of Damian Lillard.
I think of Clyde.
So Riv, listen to this. In the Western Conference Finals, the Blazers, Bill Walton faced the Lakers versus Kareem. They swept them. The Blazers swept them. Walton averaged 19, 15, and 6 and 2 blocks and a steal. And Kareem averaged 30 and 16.
Kareem's Kareem.
Yeah, 'cause Kareem
Walton
is
was
the
that
best.
guy.
Guess who was on that team? The second leading scorer in that playoff series.
Which
for
one?
the
Which one?
Blazers.
Blazers?
Blazers.
Wait. What year was that?
Say that one. What's the
70
question?
76, 77. Who was one of the leading scorers on that team in the playoff series?
Was it fucking I don't know.
He used to be a head coach.
Was
for
it
the
Phil
Memphis
Jackson?
Grizzlies?
Memphis Taylor Jenkins?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Lionel Hollins.
No fucking way.
He averaged 22 a game.
Shout out to you, Lionel. For me, it's Clyde or Dame. I like Clyde, man.
Can't disrespect the 70s. Kareem. I mean, he was in that era.
Yeah, and Kareem was
Actually,
Willis
what has
Reed.
Dame done?
been a great scorer.
He's not a winner.
I don't want
That's
to
it.
say that.
He's
Is
not.
that-
That's the only knock on Dame. He's not a winner.
I'll be honest.
He has everything else.
Dwight Howard
His
is,
MVP?
is over Dame in
no, but
accomplishments.
statistically,
And Bill
he's putting
Walton,
up
I think, is
numbers.
better all time than Dwight Howard, peak-wise, yeah.
Dwight clears Dame all time.
So you're saying he clears him in accomplishments because of the DPOYs?
He led a team to the finals. And
That
he
team
beat
was
LeBron.
very good.
Name another
Jameer
All-Star.
Nelson was out. He was hurt.
Jameer
Second-
played.
No, he was not in the finals.
Against LeBron, he played.
I don't. For most of the series, he didn't.
He didn't
Jameer
have another
Nelson was
All-Star.
out.
Hito Turkoglu was very solid. Rashid Lewis was very good.
Good team.
Yeah, but Jameer Nelson was your second All-Star.
Michael Pietrus was on
on
that
the team.
Magic
He was
team
a
as
role
well.
player, bro.
They're
He was
a
good. He
good
was
role
good.
player.
I mean,
though.
it was
Good
Dwight
role
and
player,
shooters.
They
though.
were built like Dallas.
Yeah, it was
A
Dwight
lot
and
of good role
shooters.
players and one star.
It's like Damian Lillard. Has there really
So,
been a great team that Damian Lillard's been on?
The year they went
A
to the
great team.
Great.
Jameer
Great,
Nelson. Jameer Nelson.
Has he ever been on a team as nearly as good as the 18 Rockets?
No.
Absolutely not.
But that also Harden elevates though,
True.
I'm not elevates the level of play of the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does.
and just him as a player raises your ceiling as a team.
So does Damian Lillard.
I don't think.
Not
If
like
you,
Harden.
I don't think.
The fact that they're a playoff team every single year, that's Damian
he's definitely
Lillard's
a floor
impact
ceiling.
alone.
He's a floor raiser. Damian Lillard's undoubtedly a
That's
floor raiser.
and there you go. That's exactly what you just called
You
Harden.
I can argue outside of Chris Paul, CJ is a better second option than anybody Harden's had in Houston.
Offensively, yes.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh shit! All right, that 1 year. Yeah.
Russell Westbrook had an injury going into the playoffs.
Russell Westbrook was one of the hottest players
He was
in the league when
Yes,
that
but he had-
happened.
He had a groin injury or something like that.
I
going
think
into
he
the
was
playoffs.
fine.
Or a bruised thigh, something like that. But before Chris Paul was Dwight Howard. He was past his prime. He wasn't him anymore.
He wasn't him anymore.
So in that playoff run with Dwight Howard and Orlando Magic, Jameer Nelson played 5 games and averaged 4 points.
Ew.
Yeah, poopy.
He was injured. That's why.
He was really good in the regular season.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Dwight Howard's done more than Dame. I think Bill Walton's over Dwight Howard.
Listen, I like
peak.
Dwight Howard a lot. Peak, yeah. I mean, peak Bill Walton reached the mountaintop. He won an MVP. He was a NBA Finals MVP.
I think the what sucks for Dame is he's playing in the golden era of point guards. Where you got Westbrook in front of him, you got Steph, Kyrie's matched up with him.
Is he better than Jason Kidd?
No.
How about Steve Nash?
No.
Dame?
Yeah, I don't think he's better than either guy. I think he scores more than both guys.
You're just saying accolades,
I
winning,
think
or skill.
I think player for player, I don't think he's better than either one of those guys. As a point guard, I don't, especially not Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd, I'm with.
Nash, I guess, is an argument, but Kidd, I think,
Is
pretty
that
much.
ironic? 2-time MVP.
Yeah, that's
I think Kidd pretty much comfortably clears Damian Lillard as a basketball player.
Jason Kidd is amazing.
And
He
I
was
think
amazing.
I think Nash, just because of the fact that he didn't score as much, which he wasn't asked to, he actually had a interview about this shit, of how he wouldn't start scoring until like the fourth quarter. He wanted to get everybody involved, but it's because I know people shit on him because of his numbers, but he was really like one of the best floor generals.
Absolutely.
In ceiling raise. Like he
Absolutely.
propelled teams to 61 seasons in WCF contenders.
He
and
was
stuff
fantastic.
Like that. He just didn't score much. So,
People love points, right?
And he was efficient
People
as fuck.
glamored with points.
Yeah, Dame is great. Is he a top 10 point guard? Probably. All time? Probably. Blazer? It's only 3 of them, right? Walton, Clyde,
not
Dame.
much competition there.
Dame or Kyrie?
That's close.
It's
All time.
close.
It is.
You have to. It's
'Cause
sad you have to pick Dame.
Why
You
do you
do?
have to?
You low-key have to.
Why is
You
it
can
sad?
rely on
Why
him
is
more.
it fucking sad?
No, because I think player for player,
it's close.
I think
It's
talent-wise,
for sure,
I would
very
lean
close.
Kyrie. Career-wise,
Yeah.
low-key have to
Why
take
would
Dame
you lean
because of
Kyrie
intangibles.
talent-wise? Because he has a bag? His bag is nuts. It is indeed nuts.
It
So
is
if
for
you
sure
say that,
nuts.
I understand completely.
The bag obviously is in hand. Finishing at the basket, I go Kyrie
He's a
Irving.
better shooter than Dame.
He is. He is
Low-key,
definitely a
which
better
is
shooter.
crazy because Damian
Yes.
Lillard is one of the best we've ever seen also. That's why it's tough for me. I feel like intangibles also play a part in it, which is why Damian Lillard has to get credit in that regard as well.
Kyrie's clutch too.
More reliable Damian Lillard. More, and by reliable,
I feel like that's Dame's tier.
yeah.
Like Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, for sure.
So automatically, he's an all-time great.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I thought nobody disputed Dame.
No,
being
no, no,
all-time great.
no, absolutely not. You're 100% right. But I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of people like to tear down Dame for whatever reason.
Well, because he made the 75 team. He shouldn't have made him.
That's up for debate, though.
Dwight should have took his spot.
We've had conversations about that. I'm personally fine with Dame making it. Maybe he could have taken somebody else's spot. I feel like Dame deserved that.
Well, they added 20 to 25 guys from the new era. I think Dame was like the last guy coming in. Dwight should have comfortably had a spot. I think people just point at Dame because he's the one guy that's like, all right, we know he's done a lot for the organization, but
averaged 30 a
individually,
season.
what has he done? He has no MVP. He has no defensive player of the year. He
Like,
barely
he
has
averaged
all
30.
NBA first
He averaged
teams.
30 points and didn't win a scoring title. Is that on
Isaiah
him?
Thomas.